School safety is a hot topic around the nation this week. Coming up, we'll tell you how Texas Tech recently received a recognition that may make students feel a little safer.
It's been a cold couple of days on the South Plains. We'll show you how one campus group offered an option to warm up and avoid the freezing weather next.
And Tech Athletics continues a busy schedule of events this week. MCTV's Ryan Heller will be in studio with a look at how you can catch all the action in sports.
This is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Welcome to the Thursday edition of the MCTV Weekday Update. I'm Kayla Black.
And I'm Amber Smith. Last Wednesday, the United States faced another tragic shooting when 17 people died in a high school in Parkland, Florida. The shooting has stirred people to action, calling for measures to be taken before another massacre happens on a school campus.
Here at Texas Tech, last week's event have made many students, faculty, and staff think about their safety on campus. Luckily, a recent report indicates that Texas Tech is one of the safer institutions of higher learning in the nation. Earlier this week, the National Council for Home Safety and Security released a list of the 250 safest college campuses in America. Out of 4,000 four-year colleges and universities in the United States, Texas Tech came in as the 226th safest campuses. The ranking is based on the number of property crimes and violent crimes that occurred on the campus within the last year, along with Lubbock's crime rate and the number of police officers employed by the university. In terms of crimes, Texas Tech reported 6 violent crimes within the last year, along with 458 property crimes. The university's population of more than 35,000 students also plays a role in the ranking. Although Tech's ranking does place the university in the top 250 safest in the United States, Texas Tech is the lowest ranked school of the 7 major universities in the state. Tech is also one of 2 major institutions in Texas ranked between 200 and 250. If you would like to take a look at the full list of the 250 safest college campuses in America, visit the NCHSS website at alarms.org.
In other views this week, University Student Housing is hosting an immersion event aimed to open students' eyes to different forms of oppression. The Tunnel of Oppression is currently on display in the Red Raider Ballroom of the Student Union Building. This interactive experience is designed to give students a first-hand encounter with different forms of oppression through interactive acting, listening to monologues, and multimedia presentations. Students looking to participate can sign up for a 30-minute guided tour through the tunnel, where they will come in direct contact with scenes of oppression related to ethnicity, bias, privilege, LGBT concerns, sexual assault and awareness, mental health, body image, and much more. Some scenes are based on actual student experiences on campus, while others deal with local hot topics. The tour ends with a section dedicated to hope, where students can receive encouragement, as well as access resources to help them if they have experienced oppression. Due to limited space, reservations are highly recommended, but walk-ins are always welcome. For more information on the Tunnel of Oppression, you can visit the University Student Housing's website, listed on your screen.
Tech students were in for a very cold day yesterday. Wednesday's high was 33 degrees, and conditions could not have been better for Hospitality Services' 5th annual Chili Cook-Off. MCTV's Katie Main brings us the sights and sounds of this year's event.
Chili cook-off going on today, where a bunch of cooks are battling out to have the best chili. It's only $6 at the Madrid Room. It's going on for 3 hours from 11 to 1. So yeah, come on out and see what's going on.
This is Hospitality Services' 5th annual Chili Cook-Off event. It's an event that we do to kind of encourage some competitive camaraderie with our different locations. Each team prepares their take on chili, and then we come here and actually let the campus community do the voting. So we do 2 styles of voting. We do a People's Choice Award, and then we have a Judge's Choice. It's a really fun and exciting way for us to kind of show what we do culinary and kind of every day with the campus in a different way.
We have the Roy Rogers Western Chili, mild, not too spicy, And we have some Fritos here with it, cornbread, crackers, cheese, the best. This is like my 4th time doing it. So, 4th rodeo. I love it. We haven't won yet, but we came close, so I'm hoping this year we'll probably win.
We've seen some big changes in weather conditions over the last few days. After starting the week with spring-like temperatures and lots of wind, a cold front moved into the area and has kept temperatures near freezing most of the last 2 days.
That's true, Kayla. And this morning, freezing drizzle and rain made for a rough commute for students driving to campus, especially those using the Marcia Sharp Freeway. So how long are the winterish conditions sticking around the South Plains? Let's take a look at the MCTV forecast. The Memorial Circle Cam is showing mostly cloudy skies, but there's already a lot more sun than we saw earlier today. Temperatures have also been climbing since the clouds started moving out, and we should make it into the mid-50s before sunset. Overnight, skies will stay mostly clear, and temperatures will drop back into the 30s. Tomorrow, we'll see another cold start of the day, with temperatures in the upper 30s and low 40s through mid-morning. After that, temperatures should reach the low 60s for most of the afternoon, but we'll also see a return of breezy winds that will stick around through the evening. Around midnight, the winds will slow down and temperatures will begin to drop into the upper 30s. But early Saturday morning, the winds will return to the area and speeds will stay around 25 to 35 miles per hour throughout the day. We'll also see wind gusts as high as 50 miles per hour, and that will stir up a lot of dust into the air. Temperatures on Saturday should climb into the upper 50s, but the wind will make it feel much colder. After sunset on Saturday, the winds will drop off and temperatures will begin to fall into the mid-20s. On Sunday, we'll see a repeat of Saturday's conditions with winds returning afternoon. Gusts should again reach near 40 miles per hour, and high temperatures are forecast in the upper 50s. Sunday evening, the winds will decrease, and overnight, lows will drop into the mid-20s. On Monday, we'll start off the week with sunny skies and mild temperatures. Monday morning will be very chilly for students arriving to campus for an 8 a.m. class, but temperatures will quickly warm into the low 60s for the afternoon. We can also expect to see more breezy conditions in the late afternoon, but the gusty winds should remain out of the forecast. Clear skies will continue Monday night and temperatures will stay above freezing. On Tuesday, we can finally expect a return to spring-like conditions with mostly sunny skies and highs reaching the low 70s. There will be a slight breeze on Tuesday, but speeds should stay at or below 20 miles per hour. Overnight, we'll see a few clouds and temperatures dropping into the mid-40s. On Wednesday, the last day of February, will be another mild day with a few clouds, windy conditions in the afternoon, and high in the low 60s. Wednesday evening, the winds will die off and the clouds will move out of the area with low temperatures in the upper 30s. Looking ahead, warmer temperatures and more sunshine should return to make for a nice end to the week.
It's been another busy week for Texas Tech athletics. Track, basketball, and baseball have all been in action, but not all of them made it into the win column.
MCTV's Ryan Heller is in the studio with a look at all the scores and more in sports. Ryan?
Thanks, Amber and Kayla. The Texas Tech track and field teams are set to head out to Ames, Iowa for the Big 12 Indoor Championship for tomorrow and Saturday. 52 Red Raider track standouts will look to come out victorious with the hopes of recovering lots of team conference wins. For 3 consecutive weeks, the Red Raiders track team has achieved their highest ranking in program history, staying #1 for the past 2 weeks. The first time a Texas Tech program has been ranked #1 since the Lady Raider basketball team did it back in 2004. So let's cheer them on as they try to extend their ranking stretch even further. Texas Tech women's basketball sadly kept the losing streak going as they fell to TCU 72-60. Erin DeGray came off the bench strong with 14 points and 6 rebounds. Jada Terry had 12 points and 10 rebounds, and Zuri Sanders also played well with 10 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. The men's basketball team unfortunately fell down the same road, losing to Oklahoma State 79-71. Zaire Smith excelled with 18 points. Jarrett Culver had 15 points and 6 rebounds. Naeem Stevenson came off the bench with 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. The men will take on number 8 Kansas at the United Supermarkets Arena at 3:15 on Saturday. If you can't make it, you can catch it on ESPN. Texas Tech softball has also returned to action. They return home from the UCF tournament, coming out of it 2-2. The losses being against Florida A&M and Hofstra, and the wins coming against UCF and Hofstra. The game yesterday against Abilene Christian was postponed, so they will wait to play them as they will play a weekend series against Northwestern State. Tech takes on the Demons at 4 tomorrow and in a doubleheader on Saturday at noon and at 2:30 at Rocky Johnson Field. On to even better news. The Texas Tech baseball team is red hot. They defeated New Mexico State 12-0. Ryan Shetter pitched 6 shutout innings, throwing 9 strikeouts. Josh Young continued his hot streak, batting 3 for 4 with 2 runs and 2 RBIs. Grant Little was 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs, and Brian Klein also batted 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs and scored 3 runs. This weekend, they will go on the road to take on UTSA. First pitch is at 6 tomorrow, 2 on Saturday, and at 1 on Sunday. For all you NBA fans, basketball is back in session. The All-Star weekend has passed, and the regular season continues tonight. For you Spurs fans, they play the Denver Nuggets tomorrow at 8. For you Maverick fans, they play the LA Lakers tomorrow at 9:30 on ESPN. For you Rockets fans, they play the Minnesota Timberwolves tomorrow at 7, also on ESPN. On some cheery news that some people might not know about in the Winter Olympics, the U.S. women's hockey team struck gold last night as they defeated Canada 3-2 in overtime via shootout, winning their first gold medal since 1998. That's all for sports. Back to you, Kayla and Amber.
Thanks, Ryan. As Ryan just mentioned, the number 8 Kansas Jayhawks are headed to town in what could be the Red Raiders' biggest test of the season so far.
That's right, Amber. Not only does this weekend's game feature a top 10 matchup, but it could also determine the winner of the Big 12 regular season championship. And with a game that big, that means one of ESPN's most popular shows is headed to town. ESPN's College Game Day is broadcast every Saturday during college basketball season. Game Day chooses a game of the week and then hosts their live broadcast from the campus of the home team. This week's game is taking place in Lubbock, so the Game Day crew chose the United Supermarkets Arena as the venue for this Saturday's broadcast. And you can be a part of the show's studio audience. Just plan on heading out to the USA between 8:30 a.m. and 10 a.m. Saturday morning. Free parking will be available in the West Commuter lot, but all vehicles without a Game Day parking permit must leave by noon. Then at 10 a.m., the 60-minute show will broadcast live, and you might just have a chance to be seen on national TV. For more information about Saturday's event, visit texastech.com.
So, Kayla, are you planning to head out to the USA this weekend?
Of course, I have to support my school.
That's all for today's edition of the MCTV Weekday Update.
Thanks so much for joining us, and be sure to check out ttuhub.net every day for more news. We'll see you next week.